Today I fucked up by feeling bad that my girlfriend's blog wasn't getting many views and signing it up with Google Ads. Obligatory. This happened a few months ago but is an ongoing thing. Basically my girlfriend had been pretty depressed and was using her blog to write about the traveling she does, shows she watches and other things that come to mind. She was averaging maybe 40-ish views a week, around 70 if she posted a trendy topic. I had gotten an email for $250 worth of Google Ads credits and didn't know what else to put them into, so I figured I'd put her blog up for fun. Created an ad campaign, set the amount to spend around $3 a day and let it do its thing. I didn't tell her because I didn't want her to see it as fake viewers or anything. Cut ahead a week, her blog had over 300 viewers that week, and even though it said a lot of them came through Google Ads, she didn't think anything of it. Started writing more, seemed a lot happier and was excited to make more posts. My ad credit ran out, and unfortunately it was spent $250 first, and we will give you $250 later, and now I am in too deep to turn off the ad campaign. It's really good to see her happy to write, but it's costing me around $50-$80 a month, and whenever I lower the cost of the ad campaign she actually notices the drop in clicks. It seems I will keep this campaign going until I die. Smile. Too long didn't read. Secretly started a Google Ads campaign for my girlfriend's blog. She became so happy and used to the extra viewers that I couldn't bring myself to cancel the campaign, and currently spend over $50 a month for her hobby. If they're legit views, hopefully that turns into people actually following and viewing more in the long run. Link the blog and get shit tons more free traffic. Actually, that might backfire. Today I fucked up by teasing Reddit about my GF's blog without sharing a link to said blog. You could still link it and people could use their browser's translate button. And I'm over here complaining about Spotify that costs $5.99 a month. Today I fucked up by sitting on the toilet. So as a guy you mostly stand up and pee. It's a luxury half of us humans have. However, from time to time I like to see how the other half lives, so I sit on the toilet. I do those quite often now because no splashing and it's relaxing to sit down, but today was different. So the power is out because of some roadworks down the street, and so the bathroom was very dark, so I casually walked in to have a pee. Realizing it's dark and it would be hard to aim, I decided to sit down. I approached the toilet and lifted up the lid without looking. I must have accidentally lifted the lid and seat without realizing before I turned around expecting to sit on a seat. I quickly found out that I was falling lower than the seat would be, and I fell into the toilet and essentially teabagged the toilet water. From now on I will always make sure the seat is down. Too long didn't read. I lifted the lid and seat and fell in the f-king toilet. Edit. I see a lot of people saying that's why you put the lid down. The lid was down. I grabbed the lid and seat together thinking it was just the lid. My husband forgot the seat up for the last time when I was pregnant and woke up at 3 a.m. to pee. He forgot to put it down, and me being half asleep didn't think to double check. I ended up stuck in the toilet until he heard me screaming so he could lift me out. He has never forgotten again. And now you understand why women get irritated when men leave the seat up. When women are around, the seat goes down. Something drunk me tells myself whenever I'm taking a leak. Alternatively, I have stumbled into the bathroom late at night, having thought the toilet lid was up, and plopped myself down right onto my nuts, crushing them on the lid. Always do yourself a double take before sitting on the shitter. Your ass and balls will thank thee. As a guy myself, you said it yourself, it's relaxing and chill to sit and no accidental pee outside toilet. So why ever stand and pee? Not to mention it's better for your prostate to sit. Never understood why us guys want to stand peeing if they don't have to. Urinals, outdoors. Today I fucked up by leaving my undies at my brother's house. A recent post on Twitter reminded me of this story, which happened a little over a year ago. My brother lives with his wife about 1.5-hour drive from where I live. I can't remember exactly the occasion, but I was out his way for a special occasion and was all dressed up and decided to stay the night at his place. As soon as I got to his house I got changed out of my fancy dress, heels, stockings etc. into something more comfortable for around the home. I put all these items in my bag, or so I thought. Fast forward about a month or so and my brother and his wife are cleaning their house and come across this pair of women's undies and inside-out stockings on a chair at their table. My Sil finds them and is very confused because they do not belong to her. He very cautiously asked my brother about them and he is just as confused. He is very adamant that he is not cheating on her and has no idea whose undies and stockings they are and why they are inside out at their table. Eventually they come to the conclusion that she must have accidentally picked them up from the gym and taken some poor women's clothes home, but were still confused as to how it was just the stockings and undies and nothing else. About a week later I get a call from my brother asking if I am missing a pair of underwear. I am very confused and have no idea what he is talking about, as I am not a crazy person who keeps stocktake of their underwear. Then he explained the story and it wasn't until he mentioned that there was also socks inside the stockings, my feet get cold, that I realized they were mine. My bag was on a chair at their table and they must have fallen out of my bag. Q3 massive sighs of relief. Now each time I stay at their place I joke that I have left a pair of my undies for them to find. Too long didn't read, left dirty undies at brother's house. Confuse his wife, now undies are my calling card when I stay. Edit, for those asking why it took my brother so long to notice that my undies were there, they were black undies and stockings sitting on a black chair. As it is just the two of them in the house, the 6-seater dining table is usually pushed into a corner along with the chairs and they use the other available sides. When I was there the table was pulled out away from the wall and I had my bag on one of the chairs that is usually between the wall and table. When I left the table was pushed back against the wall so that chair wasn't used or looked at in this time. It's really heartwarming to see that your Sil didn't immediately assume a cheating and trusted her husband. There's been too many people jumping to conclusions in stories like this. /relationship_advice would have had a sister-in-law divorce him and change the locks on the house while he was out. Sil is a good person. Your brother chose well. I guess you don't wear granny panties, or else he would have thought they belonged to an aunt or something. Lol. Do you know why granny panties have all those little flowers on them? In memory of all the faces that were buried there. I was afraid this was going to go so much worse. Unexpectedly wholesome lost panty tale. Nice. My sister, then 23, watched my dogs in while my husband and I were out of the country. As enticement for her to do this I told her she could have her boyfriend over. She still lived at home at the time, it was an offer she couldn't refuse. I had not met the boyfriend at the time, but my parents had. They did a great job, and only lost one dog for a bit, and he's a runner anyway. However, about 3 weeks later I'm cleaning up and my husband comes up holding these purple boxer shorts. He is not a purple boxer man. And for 10 seconds of silence we're just staring at each other desperately trying to think of any reason we'd have these. Finally I go boyfriend's name and my sister confirms they are his. On my first time meeting him I get to hand him back his underwear. Fast forward 2 years. Same boyfriend. They come into town for the birth of my daughter and crash at my house for the night. It's their first time visiting us since we'd moved 2 months before. We had people in and out of the house for several days as my daughter was born 4 days before Christmas. I'm getting around to cleaning up and there's yet again another pair of underwear, same style as before. I call my sister going seriously. It's now a running joke that every time we move boyfriend has to leave his underwear now. It's tradition.